Guys, so I had one of you guys message me on Instagram asking about how I get 3 manicures inside one box of impress nails. So I decided to grab one of my brand new packs and I'm going to open it up and show you guys how exactly I get 3 manicures using one box of impress nails. Just a little disclaimer though, this is what my nail beds look like. They do look a little bit damaged. I don't know if you guys can tell. Maybe this is better lighting. My nails do look a little bit damaged because a couple weeks ago I had on glue-on nails, which definitely damaged my nails a lot compared to the impress nails. The impress nails do very little damage, but the glue-ons, they do a significant amount of damage, so just ignore that. But also another disclaimer is that I know most of you guys will only be able to get 1 to 2 manicures out of the box. So depending on your nail bed size, mine are like really small nail beds, and I keep my nails super short as well. And also depending on how wide your nail beds are, that will also depict how many manicures that you get out of each set. My mom, for instance, can only get 1 manicure out of each set. And then I have another friend who could also only get 1, sometimes 2 manicures out of each set. Just kind of depends on the shape of the nail because each kit is different. So like sometimes they have like an oval edition. This one's just like the regular square shaped nail. They're a little bit rounded on the edges. But yeah, so it just at the end of the day, it just depends on how big your nail beds are and if all the nails will even fit all of your fingers. In this video, I'm just going to show you guys today how I personally am able to get 3 sets out of each box because somehow I'm able to get all of them to fit. So yeah, let's just get started. Now I have put all of the sets of pinky nails aside. Just FYI, I did decide to like organize the nails a little bit to make it easier for me and for you guys, and I found out that I did get an extra one. This does happen very occasionally. It is the smallest nail, so this will be great just in case one of mine fall off while wearing these for the 3 weeks total that I usually get of wearing the whole box. So, okay, so as I said earlier, this is from largest to smallest. So I also did that with the pinky, so now I'm just gonna like put them on the sides so that it looks like 2 hands. Okay, so just don't really pay attention to this one. I'm just going to kind of take it out of the view for you guys. We're just going to look at these for now, okay? So I organized these all from largest to smallest and also by design. So I'm going to look for the smallest number and we are going to start working on the middle fingers first this time. Okay, so these are 3s, 4s, and 5s. These are 6s and 7s. These are 5s, and these are 7, 6s, and 5s. So I'm going to start with these because these are the largest. These are 3s. So I'm going to make these the middle fingers for the bottom row because as I said earlier, it goes 0, 1, 2. So now the next largest would be 3, and my next largest nail is my middle finger. So I'm going to use those as the 3. So I'm going to double check that we don't have any more 3s anywhere. We don't. So now I'm going to look for 4s. So I see some 4s right here. So I'm going to take the 4s and put them right here. So we're just going to work with like each finger first. We're not going to do it by manicure. Okay, so up next I'm looking for 5s. So the only 5s I have are this pair and this pair. So to change things up a bit, I'm going to take one over here and put it on the middle finger on this side. And one from the sparkly and put it on the middle finger on this side. Now I'm going to take these 2 5s. They don't match, but I like it like that. And then I'm going to put one on each ring finger side on the bottom. Because again, we're working from largest to smallest. Now I'm going to look for 6s. Okay, so there's some 6s here, and there's some 6s here. So I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to take one of each. And this, you guys, you can change up around as you go. There's no really rules to this. I'm going to do the same thing with these two. So for this one, I'm going to put the sparkly one over here because there's already a sparkly one on the right. So that we don't have like two marble, two sparkly. Okay, so next I'm going to look for 7s. So these 4 are 7s. So I'm going to take one of each. I'm going to put the sparkly one over here and the marble one over here. So now we have the bottom set completed. I'm going to take one of each again. And I'm going to put the sparkly one here and the marble one here so that we don't have two sparkly and two marble. And the last two, these are 8s. Just put them right there. So I'm going to kind of move these together so you guys can kind of tell better. Okay, so I hope that you guys can kind of see this better. So the top row is the smallest manicure. The middle row is the middle size manicure. And then the bottom row is the bigger size manicure. These ones fit more like acrylics on me. These ones fit perfectly. And then these ones, for the most part, fit perfectly. Just the pinkies, I have to get them right in the middle or else it looks a little funky. And then I still have this extra one, which usually I get exactly 30. I think only one time in the last couple years did I get 29 nails, but I make it work because I save my extras just in case that ever happens again, which it hasn't. But yeah, so this is how I do it. So basically what you're trying to do is just work from the largest nails and then the pinky nails just to get those out of the way. And then after that, you take the other 18 nails, the middle nails, if you will, and you put them all together. And then you just do it by size. So again, the largest is 0, the smallest is 11. So all you're going to do is just start with the middle fingers, then the ring fingers, and then the pointer fingers, at least for me, because for me, my middle fingers are the second largest nail, my ring fingers are the third largest nail, and then my pointer fingers are just slightly larger than my pinkies. So that is how it works for me. So now I'm going to show you guys how I store these. So usually what I do, just to make it easier based on the pack size, is I will just take all the large ones and put those in the little cuppy up top. And I'm really good at this, so for me it's not like that hard to remember which nails go where, because I can just read the numbers and know like where each nail will go on each hand. And then I'll take the small one and I will put those in the little placement trays, if you will. And then I'll even stack them so that I know like these are for the middle. Then I'll stack these and I'll know that these are the ring fingers, and then I'll stack these and know these are the pointer fingers, and then I'll stack the pinkies together as well and just put those right next to the thumb. And then I just put this back on and then I put it inside the box, and then I'll write a number 2 because then I'll know that I have 2 manicures left. So yeah, so I just keep the largest one up here, the smallest one here, and I usually always immediately put the medium size on. I don't know why I do that, that's just how I do it. It just makes it easier to store these because the thumbs, sometimes I have trouble fitting the larger thumbs in the little cubby spaces right here, the little placement trays I mean. So it's just easier if I leave the smallest manicure in the front, and then I leave the largest one back here, and then I just wear the medium ones. I don't know why I do that. Like I said, it just makes it easier. Yeah, so now I'm just going to show you guys how I put them on. I'm not going to go over every single nail just because that would take so long, but I will explain to you guys how I do it. Oh, I forgot to mention I have this little like extra here. I'll probably just put that in the placement tray in the corner after I'm done. But yeah, so I'm just going to show you guys real quick, just like a super tiny tutorial on one of my nails and how I do them. And then I don't think I need to do all 10 just because I feel like I've already made like 2 tutorials on that. I think that you guys get the point by now. If you want like a whole entire tutorial, I'll link those below for you guys. I still use the same exact process. Right now I'm going to use the little wooden stick to push back my cuticles. pushing back my cuticles, so now I'm going to open up the prep pad, and I can't really film this part, you guys, I'm sorry. I cannot find my tripod right now. And I'm going to just wipe the prep pad on my nail. I'm going to start with my pinky. Okay, so as I'm waiting for that to dry, I peeled off the back of the pinky nail, and you want to make sure that the curved side is the side that's going towards your cuticle. Okay, so now I'm going to take the nail and just set it on my pinky nail. And the trick is to press this really, 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 really securely. Sorry about the major close-up. This was the easiest way for me to film it. And then that is how I get the nails on. And my major trick is to not get your nails wet like an hour or so before, and then for as long as you can after. Do not get your hands wet. For me, it is the middle of the day. I usually don't put these on until right before bed, but I really could not stand my nails looking like this, so I decided to do it right now. I have all the dishes done, all the laundry's done, so hopefully I will be okay just using hand sanitizer instead for a couple hours. I recommend at least 2 or 3 hours. Just try not to get your hands wet. So I'm going to finish my nails, and then I'll show you guys the finished product. Okay, so 2 more quick tips before I keep going. Do your thumbs at the very end, just because these are your kind of tools for taking off the little plastic pieces. And second of all, try not to get the nails right on your cuticle. Try to get them like right next to it. If it's on your cuticle or too close to your cuticle, they can start to lift a lot faster and easier than they will towards the end of the week or towards the end of your wear. You really just want to like make sure that they aren't by the cuticle. The cuticle is very sticky, and this will make it harder for the nails to stay on. Okay, so now I have all the nails on except for my thumbs. And another quick tip I did forget to mention is I do keep the prep pad in here so that it stays more moist rather than outside of the packet where it'll dry out faster. Okay, so now I have all the nails on. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but my ring finger has the marble nail and my pointer finger has the sparkly nail. And on this hand, my pointer finger has the marble nail and my ring finger has the sparkly nail. Earlier when I was switching it, like saying to take one of each, you guys don't have to do that. I forgot to mention that part is totally optional, but for me, unless I'm wearing a manicure where it's just like 6 accent nails total versus this one it says 6 accents, but really there's like so many accents in this because you have the dark marble, the white marble, and then the sparkly. In this one, I considered this a lot more accents than just 6, but most of them it's only 6 accent nails, like they'll have like 6 sparkly nails or something. So what I do for those is I will keep those just for my ring fingers, and they will match, like both hands will match. But in this case, when there's so many, like I don't like them to match just because I feel like there's so many different ways I could wear the nails, and it just makes it more fun for me. So that is why I do that instead, where I take like one of each of the same size, but just different design, just to have more fun with it. But again, there's no rules. This is just to help you guys get the 3 manicures out of each set. So this guy will go back in the box. I'm gonna write a number 2 on the front of the box. I know I have 2 manicures left. I'm gonna put this little dude in here in the little corner so that I know I have a little spare. And then in a couple hours when my nails feel secure, I'm going to use the nail file and file down the ends of them just to get the little tabs off. I don't know if you guys can see. Let me see. Maybe. Okay, on this one you can kind of tell. Maybe on the other hand you could tell a little bit better. On this finger you could definitely tell there's like a little tab that you want to file off the edge of it just so that the nails are straight. They did a really good job making these ones hard to find on this pack, but this one, you can totally tell there's like a little tab that needs to be like straightened out. Hope that you guys can see that. Yeah, see how it's like not straight and there's like a little tab. So yeah, you can definitely use like the little file or your own file to file the little tabs. But yeah, so that is how I get 3 manicures out of each set, and that is how I get them to last for a week. Just make sure that you guys get all the nail polish off of your nails before you attempt to start putting these on, and you know, make sure that you don't have any lotion or like oils on your hands before you start putting these on too, because then that will make it a lot harder for the nails to stick. But yes, that is how I get 3 packs out of this little box, and they do last me for usually a week, sometimes a little bit longer. But yes, that is how I get 3 manicures. I hope that this helps you guys. If this video does help you guys, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a glamorous rest of your day. Bye!